sweet. So we made it safely on our little trip down to Burson's Furniture Galley. She's looking all pretty outside the store. Got Michael here.
What's going on? Hello everybody.
From marketing.
Yeah.
Well, professional.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Switch my
drifter himself.
car to corporate life today.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Burston getting behind you, mate, which is good.
Yes.
So, supporting locals.
So
Fantastic.
super pumped and super appreciative. So yeah, Burson's Furniture Galley going to be the major basically sponsor for the LZ World Tour. So we're just getting some shots. Luckily the rain has held off so far. Alrighty guys, it's probably been a few days or probably a week since I've given you guys an update, but we're running out of time. This is literally my lunch break on Wednesday and we're going to be there Friday for practice. We are getting there. A few things. The other tyres are pretty much bald, they served us well, but we're on to the new 809 Yokohamas now. And keen for that. Keen to give them a try. Always love the 808s, but we can't get them anymore. So these are the new rendition and upgrade, or update from them. So we also have managed just to squeeze in some 265s under this bad boy. So this is our power track, sorry, that everybody's going to be running. Keep it got them in. These are not fit easily. We have shortened the lower LCAs as short as they go. And I may run into slight dramies because we're currently binding the axle on the left-hand side. Just don't know how bad it's going to be. It's making some noises when I drove it up the service lane the other day, but guess we'll find out because I don't have any other options. Otherwise, I ain't fitting these tires because, yeah, that's on tire already. I literally had to flex the guard out as I was dropping it down to get the tire under there. But hopefully we have no dramies because if we do have spare axles, but if we do break one, we're likely going to break a bunch of them. So hopefully we don't have to sort a solution. We have obviously lowered it even more, so we're like pretty much on rim at static ride height, which I'm happy with. I wanted to lower the front, but got to call it somewhere. A bit of practicality somewhere. Made one headlight out of two. The lens off my old headlight, which was still good. I completely broke the housing on that one. And at the last round, I shattered the headlight chasing my mate Danny. So using that bucket, now the glass lens, we've got bricks back in it. So no corner lights, of course, because you know that's my style. Now, I am lucky enough to have had Bursons come on board, as I've told you in the past. They've actually bought us Driftworks V3 front knuckles, which is a knuckle I've wanted to get this for a while. Unfortunately, it took the guys almost 2 weeks to even send them, and they sent them economy, and they still haven't arrived. They are due tomorrow. So of course, that does not leave me with any time. Michael from Bursons has actually contacted the FedEx delivery guys and is trying to see if they pick the order today, whether or not he can come pick it up. Because getting them in tonight won't be so bad. Doing them tomorrow, the night before the event, when we're loading up and we're transporting a bunch of stuff down there, is going to be shit. So hopefully, I do have a backup if they don't turn up, which is putting my old knuckles in. These knuckles I've been driving with for a couple of events. They work good for backies. They've got gangster angle, but they feel shit. They've got negative Ackerman in it, so the trailing wheel turns more than lead wheel. No matter how much toe out I put in it, they still feel crap. So not what you want going into a competition that really matters. So yeah, anyway, we've got our other knuckles to go back in that I used at the start of the year. And we'll probably just have to pump up pressures the way I used to. I used to run about 70, 75 pound in the front just so we didn't spin everywhere. So anyway, we're getting there. I'm gonna crack onto some service work now. As we are being more professional for this event and we've got a suit and we've got to wear gloves, I can't actually use my leather wheel. I've tried driving gloves before. Does not work, or at least I can't do it, not in this car. So I have borrowed a wheel off my mate Clive. Just the Keys Racing. It's pretty similar. I think it's still 350, same amount of dish as my other wheel. Just suede, so it should work with the gloves. Otherwise, yeah, nothing else has changed in that sense inside. We hit up Burstons and ordered a few parts just to get everything service-wise done. So we've got fresh fuel filter, fresh oil filter, and air filter, which I have needed for quite some time. I've been running this filter for a while, and you probably see how I pull it off, but underneath this, because this car's had a few hits in this corner, there's a big ass hole in it. So probably about time I replace that. And we've of course doing spark plugs. I've got a spare set of them to take to the track too. I just ordered new rack ends and turret ends as spares because I'm running low on them. And the other thing I've changed too, which is already in the car, but we've got some Nismo engine mounts in it. These are our engine mounts coming out of it. These are the GK Tech poly ones. They've completely distorted, and one has completely split apart. I don't know if you can see that, but it's completely pulled apart. I knew it was jumping around a little bit in the last event, but yeah, as soon as I popped it up on the hoist this time, the whole sump was actually sitting lower than the cross mat, which it's never done before. So that was a good sign to tell me that I really need to do engine mounts quickly. So got that sorted. Because of where our turbo placement is, I did actually, you probably can't even see in there, but where the mount is under there, the turbo drain is in the way, so I actually had to just cut my brand new Nismo engine mount, the top of it off just to get it to clear, but shouldn't cause any issues. Otherwise, she's pretty much looking the same in there. I actually did wash it, which was probably a first for a while. Persons have supplied us with an ATI harmonic balancer, which is awesome. Huge shout out to them. So shouldn't have any issues like we did at the last round. Can't see much, but she's in there. It's also an underdrive pulley as well. So I've already got underdrive pulleys on pretty much everything, power steering, alternator, and water pump. But it's only 11% I think underdrive, so it shouldn't be too far the other way, hopefully. Got belts, got spares of belts, so we're trying to do everything we can to make sure that we are prepared and are not gonna miss out on a battle or, you know, not be able to compete for something dumb. So hopefully we've got everything, all bases covered. Anyway, better get cracking onto it. I've only got 20 minutes left of lunch break, so I'll try and get plugs done and maybe fuel filter, and then I'll get the service done after work. Yee. So, fuel filters in, time for spark plugs, running a BKR 7E just like pretty much everybody is, RB, SR, all that. So we've got our 8 plugs. What we're going to do, we're going to gap them down as we always need to. I'm going to gap my spares so we don't have to rush and do that if we got to change them for any reason. Used to gap them to 0.6. For whatever reason with GDR coil packs, I've always had to run them tighter, so we're just going to gap them to 0.3. It's pretty tight, but I've ran them tighter than that before and haven't had an issue, so let's get that done. Sitting down is much better. Get our nice new K&N air filter. So, I said there was a hole in it. I wasn't lying. But you know, SRs love to run on rubbish. That's a lie, don't listen to me. I can't even remember if mine used to be that colour. But damn, that's a difference. So I gone ahead and replaced the battery in the car. It's been in there a couple of years now, maybe even 3. At GDX last time, and honestly lasted really well, given I give this thing a hard time. It sits around heaps, does a whole bunch of cold starts in and out. And it also did an event with no alternator, so I'm pretty impressed with them. So I got the same thing again, so just to make sure we had no issues, because I've had to start charging it up. Now it's been sitting for a while. All right, it is after work now, same day. I think the GoPro died before, so I don't know where the footage cut off, but more things have arrived, which is always fun. Massive care package from Martini Racing. So we've got the 75 140 gear oil for our transmission. It's pretty much what I've run in every transmission I've had in this car, and diff. We've got our Synth 60, the 60 weight full race oil is what I run in every single motor I've ever had, pretty much. Actually is 100% every single car I've ever had drifting has always been on this, and I've pushed stock bottom ends to, as you guys have seen, quite the limit, with no issues. So yeah, we've also grabbed a bottle of brake fluid because I am out, and just in case we do need to bleed brakes or anything. And we've also grabbed a octane booster, which I won't need because I am running their race fuel. But this weekend, you've probably seen in previous videos my mate Danny's black S13 that makes like 1 billion kilowatts and is hella cool. That's the backup car for this weekend. In case anything goes wrong, we want an option. We were given the option, it was even on the entry listing, so I was like, well, we're definitely taking a backup car. So in case, God forbid it doesn't happen, because I really want to shred the crap out of this, if anything happens, we'll be jumping in that. But he's only got X amount of his barreled E85. It's normal E85, not the race stuff like mine, so I can't put mine in it. It's supposed to be the same octane rating as United E85, just more consistent. But just to be safe, if we have to use it, say, all weekend, which we should not have to, but if we do and we run out of his, we're gonna put normal United E85 out of the pump, just with the octane booster, and we should be sweet. But like I said, let's not be having to do that. So I think I said before, we've got some gangster fitment right now. So the engine is back together. I'm going to fire it up and just take it down the service lane and see, one, how my axle sounds again, because yeah, and see how badly we rub. But hopefully all is well and it's just all perfect. And then we'll come back in here and pull everything apart in the front end, because I've got to change knuckles. As I've stated before, Driftworks Knuckles V3, they are ordered, but they're not gonna arrive till tomorrow. So, being the day before the event, of course. Woohoo! But anyway, better pull it apart and get it ready. I think other than that, I've just got to service it and do trans fluid and all that crap. So we'll get to that right about now. I even polished my rocker cover. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Look at that nice new rocker. It almost matches. There's some colour code there, right? Yee! See how long she takes to fire up. Build some fuel pressure. Kill switch on. Some more fuel pressure. Yep. Come on, come on. Keep idling, you bitch. Yes, beautiful. Can I just say, fuck, I love how my car is looking right now. I really want to lower the front, but I'm not gonna. Hell yeah. I even polished my rocker cover. Oof. Oof. Yeah. Look at that nice new rocker. It almost matches. There's some colour code there, right? Yeah, just kidding, Chloe. I don't think we're gonna have any problem. Woo. It's beautiful. There's actually like a millimeter clearance now. That's perfect. It actually probably comes closer on the opposite side. Yeah, that's pushing on it a bit. See how our axle sounds. I just check the other way just in case these guys aren't quite the same. Motherfuck, this thing can tuck a rib. Holy shit. That's just silly. Click, 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 click. That's yeah, good. Person's made another delivery in the afternoon too. Got our Maxima rack ends and S14 tire ends. It's what we always run with our extended LCAs. I run a 40mm extended LCA. That's your part number if you're curious on your Maxima rack end, and that's your part number on your S14 tire end. My box of absolute shit, and you know, figuring out diffs. Gotta organise that chaotic mess, hopefully tonight probably. Or tomorrow, you know, when we're supposed to be heading there. Let me show you what I spent my time on the other day, which was a big waste of time, and that's one reason I didn't film, because I started with this and it pissed me off so much that after we did the LCAs and everything like that, I wasn't filming any of it. This diff I bought 4.3 welded, exactly what I need and exactly what's in the car right now, and the only one I've got in this ratio. But I need to change my half shafts, of course, because I run the 350Z. They cut and adapted for 350Z. They cut and adapted by 21.5, my mate Grubby, to go to a 350 shaft. So I was going to pop these out to get him to modify them. And as you can probably see already, I've bent the absolute bejesus out of this, and believe me when I tell you, we tried way too many things before we pulled the cover off this diff to find out that some idiot has welded the damn stub axle in the diff. So this diff is pretty much a big ass waste of money now. Not what I needed. So we don't have a diff that's the same ratio. We have got a 4.1 or 4.8 or whatever it is. That's our only spare that's got the 350 adapting shafts in it. Fingers crossed we don't blow a diff, because this layout works perfect in my car, and with this transmission in third gear everywhere. I can just use it in a slow speed, and it's just running out of legs around the bowl. If I put 4.1s in it, that's going to cause some dramas, especially because my second gear with this AR5 transmission, bulletproof transmission, sick transmission, but second gear is like first. It is literally useless. Like, I can't even use it in the horseshoe of our tightest layout, FD layout. So fingers crossed I don't need to drop back to second, and we'll just make third work. And I probably will, even if we have to swap to a 4.1, just clutch kick the ever-moving crap out of it. And finally just showed up.
What's going on?
10 minutes my ass, by the way.
Traffic.
Traffic.
I was 10 minutes away until I fucking hit traffic. So.
Yeah. Anyway, so just in time to film, so you can actually get a view when I go around the block. And you can hear it. See, I'm deaf on my left ear, and it sounds pretty bad to me, so you'll be able to tell me how bad it really is, because it's this axle right here.
Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah?
Because I get to come in your car. I love, every time I come in your car, it's so good. Even though we're on the street now, but still, the thing looks good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's going to be an E36 mark on it, but that's fine.
Well, you know, that's going to cop a few marks, but you probably won't notice on that one.
I'm fucking G. Let's go
I'm
for
so
the ride.
Here you go, sir.
Alright, wish us luck. Oh, I like your little plate.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Made that up.
Good man.
I'm going to be full legit and fucking fill in the permit book.
Yeah, because knowing us.
What's the date?
Let's put the seatbelt on.
Yes, for safety. I just put the bottom down, but you know, you do you.
Berson's guy. Big Berson's guy.
Boy.
Big Autobahn guy.
Fight me, let's go. Fantasy battle. I'll call you out, brother. Berson's best Autobahn.
Best fantasy battle ever. That's sick. Love that. That's bad. Is that bad? Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
Will it get better? Maybe
Oh, 15, right. That's loud, bro.
It's quite loud.
Yeah.
Might be worse than I thought.
Dang.
Oh, that's getting
Woo! Yeah, boy. That's spicy.
Yeah.
Dang. I got the weird thing in my chest just then. That was fun.
It's gonna last all weekend.
It holds.
Yeah, no one's asked, bro.
Wow.
Not bad, not bad.
That's fast.
Yeah. Gotta remember that we're on the street.
Yeah, I know.
The street is
But I can-
way grippier than colder. too.
Oh, true, yeah.
And obviously everything feels faster.
I can feel it in my chest. You know, it felt quite fast. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the knocking seemed to go away when you gave it some shit. You know why?
Because it's squatting?
When it squats, it
Yeah.
pulls away. So at least as long as you're
So
up
just
there,
be on throttle 24/7, 100% of the time.
flat.
Yes. No lift. No lift. No chill.
The thing's sick.
I know how good it is. I love driving this thing on the street.
Amazing.
You don't even have to do anything. Like, obviously we plotted there, but like even just cruising this thing, I fucking love it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Bike's alignment is all done.
Yes, it is.
Ready to rock and roll.
Dude, I freaking love your work. It's ridiculous. Every time I get alignment from Marcus, this thing is an absolute animal. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then I
And then you
binge it, and then we do it all over
Yeah,
again.
exactly. That's drifting.
That's so good, bro. I'm fucking, yeah, I'm stoked we got it done.
Yeah, you know, when I was like, saying, oh, you gotta bring the Evo, because I was more worried about the Evo, because I'm like, you know, it's the pressure sampled random car,
Yeah.
and then this was really fucked, so I'm very glad you brought this in.
Yeah, look, Evo is what it is, man. Demos, all good, I can work around that, but this thing chasing some big dog cars, like,
Yes, nah, she was a
Best
bit
football.
up the shit, to say the least.
yeah, I'm stoked, so, yeah.
Nah, awesome.
Fuck it. Well, we drive hard, so,
Damn straight.
fuck it, you know.
Hell yeah.
If I bought it back, it was exactly the same.
Yeah, you'd be like, what, you didn't drive hard enough?
Pussy, so, yeah.
Pussy.
I'm gonna go back and build an Evo. Another
Get it.
3 AM night probably, but we good.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, you got a whole day to go, mate. Heaps of time.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to say, Grush. Thank you.
All good.
Love you.
Love
I'll
you,
call
mate.
you on the weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
Woo!
See you, boys.
A wild Daniel has appeared. Daniel has been busy a little bit while we're aligning Mike's car. We've done trans fluid, all sorted, with our 75 140 Martini oil. You've drained oil, engine oil?
Drained oil, drained engine oil, and filter off.
Our gearbox oil wasn't looking the best, but she's probably done like 4 or 5 events on that oil, so
It's a little bit shiny.
just a little bit shine. It's metallic oil, all right. It's custom finish. So yeah, got to pull our filter off, which, you know, look how easy I made it for you, mate. It's even got a drain hole under
Very
it.
dirty.
All right, we've got some good news. Skip forward ahead. I have checked out our axle situation. We're not binding like we thought. I just have a fucked CV, which is not uncommon in this car. It's just that I had no noises before, and then once I shortened the LCAs, I figured that's what caused it. However, it's probably just because I've lowered the car more and the CV is at more of an angle, but it is 110% this CV. I've double checked, and I have popped the exhaust off and pulled that axle off, because this is the one I was worried about, and we've got at least like 12 to 15 mil worth of movement there, which is heaps. What made me think that it was in bind was I undid the 36 mil nut on this thing and I couldn't push it in very far, like a mil or two. But it must have just been stuck and I should have tried to push harder. Given these axles have been in and out 17,000 times, they're normally pretty easy, but it must have just had a bit of stiction on something and I should have just pushed harder. Anyway, I'm not really worried about breaking axles still, because even with stuffed CVs, they seem to last pretty good. Well, I've not had too much of a drama in the past, so fingers crossed, despite the noise, she'll hold on. Anyway, we got spares worst case, but we're not going to just break them from binds, so that is a positive note. Right, so just starting to pull everything apart. Changing knuckles, so hopefully tonight I'll get everything apart, ready to rock for tomorrow, and then realistically there is nothing else to do to this car except the knuckles tomorrow before we leave. So yeah, anyway, gotta pull them apart. I just have to, I was actually gonna do it tomorrow, because if you can't tell by my state, I am wrecked. But we're gonna wait around for somebody from Keep It Reet to come down because they're picking up a diff and axles to use as spares for Adam Lee's car because he is 3x2 and doesn't have any spares apparently. So luckily I have 17,000 diffs here and figured something out. Anyway, I'm gonna get to it so I can leave. Morning guys, it is another day, the day before the event, Thursday. We got a special delivery yesterday. Haven't had a chance to check on it yet, but let's go see what's being delivered. Other nugget things. There's a lot of cars floating around in places. Look what we've got here. A fresh 200 litre drum of Martini Racing E85. Now, this is, I'm sure somewhere there it'll say, this is their race fuel, 116 octane. Been running this in the car now over a year. Ever since I detonated a motor with dodgy fuel, we have been switched over to this barreled fuel, and that makes sure that we are reliable when pushing the limits of that little SR. So anyway, super pumped, super appreciative. Thank you, Martini Racing. This should hopefully be enough to get us through the weekend. I'm sure we are going to go through a hell of a lot of fuel over 3 days of drifting, but I'm sure that'll get us covered. At another special delivery, Michael from Bursons has been an absolute bloody legend. We've had a lot of issues getting some knuckles in time, but it is the day before, it is about 2 PM, and here are some knuckles. So he has been on the phone basically yelling at everyone at FedEx, and had to go pick them up himself and get it all signed for release and everything. But he has dropped them off to our house, and now we're gonna open these bad boys up. Right, shut up you. So, let's see what we got in the box, eh? Whoop. Yeah. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Pretty. Oh, damn. Alrighty. Well, so these drift works, we haven't seen them. They've actually got two different positions. One is for drifting, one is for like street and circuit. So that's one of the reasons I went with these knuckles. I was considering a Costal. One, I didn't think we'd get them in the time frame. To be fair, I thought these were going to be a lot earlier too, but the other thing was I do plan on doing some circuit driving next year, and just being able to swap lower control arm position and tower position nice and easy is a lot simpler to me. It also means that we're not actually pulling knuckles out, so I can leave my brake adapter on, leave the wheel bearing, leave everything connected. It's literally just drop and move. So yeah, keen to see how these rip. I have been passenger in one car with them, but I haven't driven on them yet, so I've heard good things. We'll see what happens. So, first look at the knuckles installed. It has been quite a few hours since that last little clip you would have seen. Did not end up being anywhere near as easy as I'd hoped, but I did have suspicions there was going to be things we'd have to stuff around with. As you can see, I've made a mess everywhere. But those control arms, the lock stops are in the wrong spot. They're caught underneath the knuckle. The notch is also not necessary at all because there's extra scrub built into the knuckle. So well, I could tell straight away we didn't actually need the notch. Even if we had it, we would be winding the lock stop out to make it the same as factory. So I had to drive over to Elijah where I dropped the LCAs the other night to get notched and pick them up because I needed to put the non-notched LCAs in and see how it would work. And we're just running the tie rod as a lock stop for the moment. I'm running out of steam. It's like 7:30 the night before. We've still got a load. I still haven't packed. Still haven't done anything. But the car is now aligned. The knuckles are basically 50mm roll center drop. I think 20mm of that is actually the stub axle being moved up on the knuckle, and the 30mm must be where the ball joint's been dropped. Because the car lowered 20mm and basically couldn't get off the hoist and was stuck. So we've come up 15, so 5 more lower than before, because you know that was an excuse to make it lower. But she's looking good. She's probably got a little bit more camber than I was gonna put on it because she's full pos with the extra scrub, like the extra track width put into the bottom of the knuckle. That is minimum with my 40mm extended LCAs. We have ditched the 20mm spacer. We had bolt-on 20mm before. Don't need them anymore. The fitment is pretty much identical to where it was before. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to drive. We're going to take it for a quick blocky now. Not that we can really do much to test it out, but we'll see how we go. I can't take you along for this because I got no one to film and I do not have time to try and sort out a solution to put you in there. Anyway, as soon as I get back, I've got to go through this entire factory and work out where all my parts are, my spares, try and get everything sorted, and then Danny is meeting me here with the ute and trailer to load everything we can into that. My mate Daniel's loading up at his place, a compressor, toolbox, everything else we're going to need. Then we're going to trailer down. Whew. It's been a mission, I'll tell you that. It would have been a lot easier, especially today, just to put the other chopped knuckles in it, but man, we got drift folks, we've got to put them in and make it work. The trailing wheel actually hit the front of the control arm, so I can't be bothered getting under the car to show you, but I've had to clearance that, fold it under, cut things, all that fun jazz. But anyway, enough jibber jabbering, as Taylor would say. I got to get to it. Nothing has really been going easy or going our way today. Had a trailer situation happen as well, which is why we're stuck with loading stuff up into every different vehicle possible, because the big trailer we had, it fell through. I mean, even just replacing the belt I had on there was too long. The adjuster was at max length and literally like falling out if I wound it any further, and it was still loose. I went 15 more shorter belts because that's all I could get. Tried to get 10, but they weren't available. Figured that'd be fine, surely we could just shorten enough adjustment, but no, even at full short, it was way too tight. So I had to modify the adjusting system and everything else, and as you know, everything takes way longer than it should. But we're gonna get there.